Now let's move to Conflux Core development. We have a quick overview on the tools and SDKs that are available to develop on Conflux Core. Smart contracts in Conflux Core are also written in Solidity. However, the network itself works a little bit different as other EVM-based networks. And interacting with Conflux Core requires using different SDKs and tools which are not exactly the same as the ones you use, for example, to develop on Ethereum. So first we have the official SDKs. There are SDKs to develop Conflux using different programming languages, for example, JavaScript, Golang, Java, and Python. These are the 4 available. And this basically enables you to build a site, for example, using the JavaScript SDK, which can interact with Conflux Core. And it has a lot of useful features for the people who use that language. So this is more like depending on the preferences and the expertise of the developer, which SDK they will prefer to use. And then we have tools. Hardhat, for example, or Truffle. The standard Hardhat doesn't work for Conflux Core. It's focused on EVM compatible networks, and even if Conflux uses smart contracts using Solidity, it's not supported by Hardhat. So Hardhat Conflux and Conflux Truffle, for example, are adaptations of the original Hardhat and the original Truffle that can support development on Conflux Core. That's a key difference. There is also Chain IDE, which is an interface that allows you to develop on Conflux Core. And you have Conflux Studio, which there are 2 versions. One is like for desktop applications, and the other one is a web-based app you can access like from any browser. So apart from this, there are some tools that are shared between both ESpace and Conflux Core. For example, Conflux Scan is the explorer, and it will be used for both Conflux ESpace and Conflux Core. Same happens with Unifra or with other tools such as Visual Studio Code, which is used for development itself. It's an IDE. And another tool that can be used to develop on both spaces is OpenZeppelin, which is a smart contracts library, which is highly recommended to use both to create custom contracts, but also to use the standards such as ERC20 and other access control libraries they have, which are very useful at the moment of creating smart contracts. These tools can be used on both. Basically, this is an overview of the tools we have been mentioning before. These are tools that, as I mentioned, are focused on, were built actually for Ethereum development, but they support any other EVM compatible network, such as Conflux ESpace. So ESpace has these advantages of being able to leverage all these standard tools that any Ethereum developer probably knows. Starting with Truffle and Hardhat, which I mentioned before, then we have Foundry, which is this one, and then we have Web3.js, we have Ethers. There is tools like Remix or TheorWeb or CoinTool that can actually save a lot of time and effort at the moment of creating your applications.